Om. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam. Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram. Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram. Om Sada Shivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Srutismriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram Lokashankaram. Namaste Shankarananda Guru Padambujanmane Savilasa Moha Graha Grasaika Karmane. Hari Om. Yesterday we were studying Nirguna Upasana, Saguna Brahma Upasana, and how Nirguna Brahma Upasana will lead us to Jnanam, or it may take, if we are not able to get Jnanam here, Nirguna Brahma Upasana will also result in Krama Mukti. That we will go to Brahmaloka, there Jnana Vritti takes place, Aham Brahmasmi Jnanam takes place. So, we saw Upasanasya Samarthyat Vidya Utpatti Bhaved. So, it is not that Nirguna Brahma Upasana will give me directly moksha. Nirguna Brahma Upasana will give me knowledge, Jnanam. So, that Jnanam will give me moksha. That's what Bhagavan, when Veda Vidyarani Muni is explaining to Tataha na anya panta iti. So, Jnana devato kaivalyam. Shastra very clearly said, unless I awaken to the truth, I am Brahman, no moksha is possible. So, where yatra gatirna bhavati, where there is no question of gati. Gati means movement. So, not going to other loka. When you talk about gati, that means we are talking about upadhi, sukshma sharira. So, as long as these shariras are around me, stula sharira identification, sukshma sharira identification is there. Even I drop the physical body, sukshma sharira will go from one loka to other loka, but that is not mukti. Mukti is what? Recognizing I am that Brahman. Aham Brahmasmi, Jnanam should take place. So, ultimately, after practicing many lives, Karma Yoga, Saguna Upasana, purification, then we listen to scriptures, then Nirguna Brahma Upasana, inspired by that, we start Upasana. After Upasana, again we listen to Guru Upadesha, Mahavakya Vichara, through that Jnana Patti, and that Jnana will ultimately make me realize the truth that Aham Brahmasmi, Jnanam is created. Jnana, not created, Jnanam is realized. That is the meaning. So therefore, na anya panta, there is no other way than this. Upanishads and Veda very clearly mentions that jnana devato kaivalya. That is the meaning. Yesterday we gave example of, we saw sugar example. Not knowing about the sugar is different from knowing the sugar. Knowing the sugar means what? Tasting it. So similarly, knowing about Brahman may inspire me to know Brahman. But that is not Brahman. So I must awaken. So Aham Brahmasmi must become a realized fact for me that this is me. So that is the ultimate truth that will give me moksha. Okay. So far we saw. Now we shall see 143rd verse today. We shall start from here. Nishkamopasanan mukti stapaniye samirita brahmalokasya kamasya shaibhya prashne samiritaha. So, Nrisimhatapani Upanishad. So, Vidyaranya Muni is quoting many Upanishadic mantras. Prashna Upanishad and many other Upanishads. Nrisimhatapani Upanishad, Brahma Sutras, Kaivalya Upanishad, Shvetashvatra Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita also. So, he has been quoting. So, Upasana, Nishkama Upasanat Muktihi. So, Upasana, Nishkama Upasana. Nishkama Upasana means what? Without any desire, I must meditate on Brahman. No other desire, just to know myself, that's it. I have nothing to gain from Brahman. Nothing asking from Brahman, asking Upasana, that I want this, I want that. I want Brahman. See? That is called Nishkama Upasana. So, Nishkama Upasana will give me what? Mukti. Here, great masters, commentators have told us that, traditional understanding is what? Traditional understanding is Saguna Brahma Upasana for Krama Mukti. That's what is understanding. Saguna Brahma Upasana, if you do, you will go to other loka, Brahma loka, then Krama Mukti. In stages, you get liberated. That is it. That is the prevalent thought. And Nirguna Brahma Upasana will give me instant Sadhyo Mukti. That is a thought. But here more and more clarity was given by Vidyaranya Muni. He says, Nirguna Brahma Upasana will not directly give me Mukti, liberation. It will remove all kinds of obstacles. Then, because of the punya that is generated. How punya is generated? Because upasana is karma. So, through that karma, punya is generated. Through that punya, obstacles are removed. When obstacles are removed, I become fit enough for vichara, and the instant inquiry I do, then immediately jnana, and that jnana gives me moksha. That's what Vidyaranya Muni says. So, therefore, there is what is the support for this? Omkara Upasana. So, taking the support of Omkaram, Nirguna Brahma Upasana. So, Omkara is pratika for Nirguna Brahma Upasaka. Upasaka keeps Omkara. For what? Omkara means what? Symbol of for Nirguna Brahma Upasana. Desiring nothing, he does Omkara Upasana. So, Aham Upasana, Aham Brahmasmi Upasana. What is the phalam of Upasana? He will go to Brahmaloka. From there, he gets Jnanam and then he is liberated. So, Nishkama Upasanat Muktihi. So, therefore, Mukti is the result of Nishkama Upasana, desireless meditation on attributeless Brahman. And Brahmaloka Sakamasya Sabhya Prashnes. And there are some, suppose Nishkama Brahma Upasana is practiced with a desire. So, Brahmalokam also is gained by Nirguna Brahma Upasaka who has a desire to go to Brahmaloka. So, yesterday we saw somebody wishes to go to Brahmaloka. The desire is there to see Brahmaloka. And then in Mahabharata, Brahma Sabha, Varuna Sabha, Indra Sabha, all the Sabhas are, Yama Sabha, all these are all very detailedly explained by Naradji. In Sabha Param only comes all Sabhas are talked about. How each Sabha looks like. Brahma Sabha also how it looks like. So they are all in the Prakriti, in the 14 worlds. But they are extremely purer worlds. So somebody can go there. There is no hunger and thirst, etc. There is no this sukshma, sorry, the body is, physical body is not there. वहां पे ज्योतिर्मय शरीर होता है, ज्योतिर्मय शरीर, light body, bodies of light. So that upadhi is different. So they meditate on that. There they get jnanam and then they get moksha. So therefore Satyakama in Prashnopanishad, Brahmaloka Sakamasya Sabhya Prashne, Sabhya is asked Peppalada Muni. In Prashnopanishad, 6 students go, they ask 6 questions and the Pippalada Muni answers them one by one. In that Sabhya, 5th question, asked by Satyakama, ask the question. In Saibhya Prashne, in Saibhya Prashna, the Satyakama, son of Saibhya, already asked questions, then he is answered. Pippalada Muni answers. There, Omkar Upasana can be practiced for by a Nirguna Brahma Upasaka who is desiring to go to Brahmaloka. He will go to Brahmaloka. From there, he will get Jnanam. So actually, that is the beauty. In fact, if you see, Veda or Ishvara Srushti mein, all the jivas are given freedom. Up to animal yoni, the nature controls them. But once a human being is reached, that buddhi is given, Lord says, you, what do you call it? Whatever you want, you do it as per your desires. So ultimately, eventually, the jiva, after going through so many lives, he understands the importance of spiritual progress. And there also so many desires are there. I want to see this loka, I want to see that loka, I want to travel to different worlds. As long as these desires are there, Lord says, okay, do upasana, do tapasya. Upasana is karma only. Through that, you go reach Brahmaloka also, if you want to see. Fulfill all your desires before you completely liberate yourself. Somebody wanted to go to Brahmaloka, that provision is provided there. It is not denied. So that is the meaning. Okay? So they go to Brahmaloka and then they gain Jnanam there. Jnanat evatu kaivalyam. Ya upaste trimatrena Brahmaloke saniyate. Saye tasmad jiva ghanat param purushamikshate. 144th verse. Yah upaste trimatrena. The Prashna Vakya is actually given there. Prashnopanishad. Where there, no? There in the Prashnopanishad, disciple wants to know about Omkara. In the entire chapter deals with Omkara Upasana only. So he says Omkara is a pratika, symbol, represent what? Both Parabrahma and Aparabrahma. Lower Brahma, Parabrahma, both Omkar. So Omkara sadhana के द्वारा आप अपर ब्रह्म को भी प्राप्त कर सकते हैं, पर ब्रह्म को भी प्राप्त कर सकते हैं. अपर ब्रह्म, शबल ब्रह्म, शब्द ब्रह्म, so many things are there. So you can go to any loka through Omkar Upasana. So you can go to Saguna or Nirguna, Omkara Upasana. Upasana. But the Uddesha is important. Intention matters a lot. So in that Trimatrena Brahmaloke Saniyate. So there in the Upasana Krama is given A, U, Ma. 3 matras are there. There in that very clearly, Yekamatra Upasana. Suppose only one meditates only on Ekamatra, he will come back to Manushya Loka. It is said. And one who meditates on Dvimatra, A and U, he will go to Swargaloka. And one who meditates on A, U, Ma, Trimatras, he will go to Brahmaloka. Upasanas are given. Upasanas are, the Upasana cannot be avoided in a spiritual student's life because so many karmas are there. So many problems we have. So Upasana is absolutely necessary. Saguna Upasana, then Nirguna Upasana is necessary. Upasana purifies our mind and intellect. Extraordinarily, it purifies. When the purified mind is applied in inquiry, the jnanam is generated. I am using word generated, jnanam is realized. So therefore, yeah, there is one some upasana, ekamatra pradhana upasana, akara pradhana akara ukara makara, no? So some akara pradhana upasana, akara ukara pradhana upasana, akara ukara makara upasana are given. In Chandogya Upanishad also so many upasanas are given. Upanishads, so many upasanas are given. So Eka Trimatrena, he says here in this, Ye upaste Trimatrena Brahmaloke Saniyate. One who meditates with the desires, of course, with the desire to go to Brahmaloka. So sa etasmat jivaganat param purusham ikshate. Then, after going to Brahmaloka, Brahmalok se bhi pare, that region, that which is beyond region of Brahma, that which is beyond Brahmaloka. What is Brahmaloka? Hiranyagarbha only Brahmaloka. Hiranyagarbha, other name for Hiranyagarbha. Who is Hiranyagarbha? Jiva Ganat. It is a Samashti Jiva. All the Samashti Jiva is there in the Hiranyagarbha. So Jiva Ganat Param Purusham Ikshate. So when a collective jivas are there, collective prana, collective, this entire wholesale thing, Hiranyagarbha is. Hiranyagarbha say we pare, that Nirguna Brahma is attained there. From Brahmalok. So who is beyond Brahma? Hiranyagarbha. Who is Hiranyagarbha? Sum total of all the jivas. He will become free. He will be liberated. So what we have been discussing is the importance of sadhana, importance of meditation. Meditation means upasana. That is very, very essential. We cannot avoid upasana. That's the meaning. So, Vidyadhara Muni is quoting Brahma Sutras. He is bringing all the Upanishads, Brahma Sutras, so that, he is making us clearly understand that spiritual journey. It's a long journey. Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapajyate. So many lives the jivas go through. So many jantunam narajanma durlabham. So many lives we already lived in different yonis. And in Manusha Loka also, when journey starts, so many lives we may have to live. But this is not a statement of disappointment, how many lives are there and all. Gurudev says a sincere spiritual seeker can treat this life itself as last life, and with great intensity he can practice spiritual practices to the best of his ability to realize the truth. For that, the question is, for that, what we saw already that, the karma should cooperate. But even the karma is there, negative karma is functioning, still with some great resolve, somebody can continuously think about Brahman inside. So that this karma can get exhausted. So now Brahma Sutras is quoted here. Apratikadhikarane tatkruturnyaya iritaha brahmalokapalam tasmat sakamasyeti varnitam. There's a adhikarana in Brahma Sutras. What? It's called Apratika Alambanadhikaranam. Apratika Alambanadhikaranam. So it is called apratikadikarana. Apratikadikarane tatkratur nyaya. Tatkratur nyaya means what? Apratikalambanat nayati iti bhadarayana ubhayatah dosha tatkrutascha. Tatkrutascha. Tatkruta nyaya means what? Here he says, one as one sows, so he reaps. That's the tatkratur nyaya. As you sow, so you reap. That's the nyaya. So in that sutra, Badarayana, Vyasacharya discusses this. What? As you sow, so you reap. So as a person meditates about Brahman, he becomes that after death. If you meditate Brahman as something Sagunava, then you reach the Brahmaloka or Ishtadevata Loka. So, in that Adhikarana, Apratikadikarane, Tatkarturnyaya Iritaha. There is a mention Tatkarturnyayaha. Tatkarturnyaya means what? Tatkartuhu. So, with whatever intention we do sadhana inside, whatever desire we keep inside, because of the upasana, we attain that. So Brahmaloka palam tasmat sakamasya iti varna. So sakamasya, one who is meditating on Nirguna Brahma with a desire to go to the Brahmaloka. He goes to Brahmaloka. He is giving support. Thought is being repeated. But Vidyaranya Muni is giving us support of quoting Brahma Sutras, Upanishads, etc. He says, I am not giving you any fresh idea here. So in that very clearly mentioned, whatever strong desire is there at the time of death, in Shandilya Vidya also it comes. Gita also Visa, no? Already Visa completed Gita quotation. Yam vapi smaran bhavam chajachante kalevaram tam tameva iti kaunteya. He that kaunteya, he reaches that alone. So therefore, one is upasana, right? Even Nirguna Brahma upasana with a desire, if you do, we go to that particular loka only. At the time of death, whatever desire is predominant, with whatever desire wish we die, we attain that alone. Therefore, nothing, no samsara chintana chodna chahiye. We have to actively participate without, brooding and then making a masala out of it. You do an act and forget about it. Many times we act in this world. We don't think about it afterward. We have done something. Suppose we go to temple, 10 rupees hundi mein dal diya. That's it. We don't think about it, no? What they would have spent, where they would have spent my 10 rupees, whether they would have spent or not, or misused or properly used. I don't think about that. I just look at the Lord. I took my purse. I dropped 10 rupees. They didn't matter. Meaning, after the karma, there is no other thought bothering me. Similarly, if we can fulfill all our duties with this thought, with no afterthought of worry, then I can do my meditation also. But what is happening to all of us? We act and then we brood over action. They think about it, and then so much of cooking we do inside, gossip we create. we worry. All the things are commotions are created in the mind. So without all these things, suppose only Nirguna Brahma Upasana, when we are doing it, ultimately reach that state. I suppose Brahmaloka desire is there. So you go to Brahmaloka. Better, far better than desiring many other things in the world. बार बार यहाँ पे आने से अच्छा ब्रह्मलोक में चले जाओ, जाना है तो चले जाओ. There at least moksha is guaranteed from Brahmaloka. So in what is 144th sloka said, Upaste trimatrena brahmaloke saniyate, that particular thought is supported by apratikadikarane in 145th verse. In 146th verse also is quoting what? He is talking about same thing. Nirgunopasti samarthyat tatra tattvam avekshate punaravartate nayam kalpante tu vimuchyate. So nirgunopasti samarthyat tatra tattvam avekshate. By the power and strength of his upasana or meditation on Nirguna Brahma upasana, Nirguna Brahma, Nirgunopasti samarthyat tatra tattvam avekshate. Tatra means in the Brahmaloka. He enters into Brahmaloka and there he gets the knowledge of, when Brahmaji gives Upadesha, Tattvamasi Mahavakya, then the disciple says, Aham Brahmasmi. He realizes the truth. There Upadesha is given, Sravanam is done there, Mahavakya Sravanam was done. You are that, thou art that. Immediately the disciple says, I am that. He realized. That's the power of Brahmaji's Upadesha. And when does Brahma Upadesha gives? At the end of 4 yugas. At the end of Brahma Kalpante. Brahma Kalpa, not end of 4 yugas actually. End of Kalpante. Kalpa is 1 day of Brahma. But don't worry. So long we should stay there, the time is different. Experience of time is different. That each dimension of time is different. Like in deep sleep, time is different. There is no time actually when we are in deep sleep. When we wake up, we can measure the time. In dream, time is different. In waking plane, time is different. So there is a kalpante. According to our calculation, we say 1000 Mahayugas. Whenever Brahma merges, withdraws his creation, all the time of that kalpante, he gives Brahmopadesha and Mahapralaya. So he merges all of them into Brahman. It is said in Brahma Sutra also. Along with Brahmaji, they will get liberation. They get merged in Brahman. See? Nirgunopasana. So sometimes Upasaka has to go to Brahmaloka. There he stays there. There nitya satsang hota rehta hai wahan pe. Again, there is no vasana for the Prithvi again, because that joy of Brahmaloka is, so beautiful. Sattvika Sukham it is. But Sukhatita, again, beyond that only the realization comes. So here, very clearly, it is said that Upasaka will go to Brahmaloka. There, he will be liberated. With Brahmaji, he merges into Brahman. So Vidyadhara Muni is clarifying now. Pranavopastaya prayo nirguna eva vedagaha kvachit sagunata praukta pranavopasanasya hi. Vidyadhara Muni says, normally, in Vedas, wherever Omkara Upasana is talked about, So all the Omkara Upasanas, wherever, in whichever Upanishad or whichever part of Veda they are talked about, all of them, most of them, in general, they are all Nirguna Brahma Upasana only. See, Pranavopastayaha, Pranavopasana, Prayaha, in general, Nirguna eva, Vedagaha. And where Veda it mentions Brahma Omkara Upasana. In general, it is Nirguna Brahma Upasana. We had seen in Nrsimhatapani Upanishad, Prashnopanishad, Omkara talks about Omkara Upasana, Nirguna Brahma Upasana. Kvachit Sagunata Prokta. In some places, Omkara Upasana means related to Saguna Brahma. In some places. Otherwise, in Puranas also, Smritis also, wherever Omkara Upadesha was given, Omkara Upadesha is indicating Nirguna Brahma only. What is Omkara Upasana? Omkara Japa. Upasana means Omkara Japam only. For some, what is sannyasi mantra? Om only. Ultimately, all say sannyasis in Himalayas you find they don't say Hari Om, they say only Om. When people are going one Swami leaving other sannyasi, one leaving other, Om, Om. And a meeting also Om, Om, Om. Japa also Om. And mentally or by Bahirucharana, Omkara Japa, if it is done, Om, Om. The length of it also is talked about. Dirgha Pranava. We saw in Pañcadaśi earlier chapters, Dirgha Pranava Ucharena. When the Pranava is chanted with a long Om, all the Manovikaras are reduced, slowly destroyed actually. Eventually, we can come over all Vikshepa, all agitations can be removed in the mind by Dirgha Pranava Upasana. In Yoga Shastras, Amreditam, the length of the Om. One Amreditam, two Amreditams, all that spoken. So Guru tells, Upadesha he gives, Guru. Okay, do this, Omkara like this. And Shishya does Omkara Japa every day. And that Omkara Japa is enough. That will make all the obstacles are dissolved and then all the karmas are prakshalana and then everything is there, the removed. And what is Uddesha? I want that Nirguna Brahma. What is my Swarupa? I am also Nirguna only. I am Brahman only, no. In fact, even as Jiva, what is Jiva Swarupa? Nirguna eva. But in some places, rarely, Omkara Upasana indicates Saguna Brahma also. So this is a Omkara Upasana. Very powerful. Omkara contains everything. And everything is Omkara Mayam. In Chandogya Upanishad, beautiful mantra comes. Ultimate essence of everything is Omkara. Para Brahma Rupa Omkara Upavarnitaha Pippaladena Munina Satya Kamaya Pruchate. Upanishad, in Prashnopanishad, Pippalada Muni. When he was asked by Satyakama, Satyakamaya Pruchate, when Satyakama asked this question about Omkara, So Pippalada says, para apara brahma rupa onkar upavarnitaha. He spoke about what? Onkara as Parabrahma upasana, Onkara as Aparabrahma upasana. So Onkara represent what? Both Brahman with attributes and Brahman without attributes. That depends upon sadhaka. If I want to do Onkar upasana in fact, Onkar upasana for material prosperity, you will get it. Onkar upasana for anything, whatever you desire, Onkara gives you that. If you desire with Onkar Japa to go to other lokas, Swarga Loka, you will get it. The Ishta Devata Loka Prapti, you will get it. So what is that I want? I want Nirguna Brahma. I want to know I am Brahman. I am Nirguna. I want to know who am I. I don't want to go to any other loka. Then it becomes Onkara Upasana, Alambanam, support becomes for what? Nirguna Brahma. So Onkara Upadesha was given by Pippalada Muni to his Sishya Satyakama, both for Parabrahma and Aparabrahma. Brahman without attributes is Parabrahma. Brahman with attributes is Aparabrahma. Or Nirguna Brahma, Saguna Brahma. Both for both, Onkara is Alambanam, support. So it comes Etad Alambanam Sreshtam, Etad Alambanam Param. When Upanishads comes, this Alambana is Sreshta Alambana. Because from Onkara only everything came out. It is said, what is the essence of Veda? Gayatri. What is the essence of Gayatri? Vyahriti, Bhur Bhoswaha. What is the essence of that Vyahriti? Om only ultimately. Shabda. From Shabda only everything came. So Vidyamuni says, Vippaladena Munina Satyakamaya Pruchate. When Satyakama asked about Onkara, Para Apara Brahma Rupa Onkara Upavarnita. Etadalambanam jnatva yo yadichyati tasya tat iti proktam yamenapi pruchate nachiketase. In Kathopanishad, it comes. Etadalambanam jnatva yo yadichyati tasya tat. Once you know this alamban, Onkar alamban. What? Yo yadichyati tasya tat. When Nachiketa asked Yama, iti proktam yamena pruchate nachikesase. So one who is meditating on Om, knowing it as Om as an attributeless Brahman. That Brahman, the Nirguna Brahma only Omkara. But with a desire, you do the Upasana on Brahman, Nirguna Brahma with a desire. Whatever you desire, that desire is fulfilled. Whatever you desire, that desire is fulfilled. Yo yadichyati tasya tat. So you want Brahman with attributes, you will get it. If you want to reach Brahma without attributes, you will get it. Whatever you want to achieve, Shabala Brahma or the Saguna Brahma you wanted to achieve, you achieve that. You want to achieve Nirguna Brahma, you can achieve it. So somebody wants to become Hiranyagarbha through Upasana. I want to become one with Hiranyagarbha. Okay, you can become Hiranyagarbha, Brahmaloka. Somebody wants to know Brahman. Nirguna Brahma, become Brahman. Brahma with Brahmaiva Bhavati. I want to be Brahman. That's it. Want to go beyond Hiranyagarbha. With that intention, if I do Omkar Upasana, you will get it. Who said this? Yamaraj said in Kathopanishad. Etad alambanam sreshtam, etad alambanam param. All the shlokas, mantras come there. It's a very beautiful statement is there. See, param chet jnatavyam, aparam chet praptavyam. Very beautiful thing. If it is Nirguna Brahma, it is to be known. There is no attainment there. Attaining Nirguna Brahma, the question of attaining Nirguna Brahma doesn't arise. Attaining means what? That which is not with me now. I have to attain it in future, sometime in future. So, Deshataha Kalataha, with respect to place and time, which is not now and which is not here, I want to attain it in some place, sometime in future. That is called attainment. Brahman you cannot attain. Why? Brahman is already attained. It is my own Swarupa. It is here and right now. Here and now. Here means Deshataha. Now means Kalataha. Here and now it is there. So in Brahman, Nirguna Brahman, what should I do? I need not attain. Already been attained. Then what is to be done? I should know it. So if it is Nirguna Brahma, Jnatavyam. That is Param Brahma, Jnatavyam. I should know that I am Brahman. Full stop. Nothing to attain. I must know it. What is obstacle creating so many karma? So all that for obstacle to remove, upasana is done. Aparam chet. It is Apara Brahma. Aparam, not Para Brahma. Apara Brahma, Lokantara Gati, anything, Brahma Loka. Praptavyam. It have to attain it, which is not now. You have to travel it there to Supma Sharira. You go to divine purified Supma Sharira is there. Then you have to go with that body to that particular Loka. There is a Gati is there, Gati. Movement is there. Travel is there. It is to be attained in time and place in future. Vaikunta, Kailasha, what is that? I would attain in time, in future. There is a travel with the body, subtle body. To know Brahman, there is no travel involved there. Why? It is me alone, no? It is me, my Swarupa, and all pervading it is. Think about it. This is one. Now, in 150th verse, Ihava marane vasya brahma loke tava bhavet brahma sakshat kriti samyak upasenasya nirgunam. So one who is meditating on nirguna Brahma continuously with faith. Either on Omkara, Omkara as Pratika for Nirguna Brahma, or Aham Brahmasmi mantra. Somewhere you will get Jnanam. Jnanam, Upasana, if you do, eventually you will get Brahmaloka. The Jnanam is attained. Through Moksha is attained, through Jnanam. So you will go to Brahmaloka first. So Nirguna Brahma Upasaka will get Jnanam. How and where? Where he will get? Ihava, Maraneva, Asya Brahmaloke, Athava Brahmaloke. Asya Brahma Sakshat Krutihi Bhave. The Sadhaka, Upasaka, Asyam Upasakasya Brahma Sakshat Krutihi Bhavet. So he will realize the truth that Brahma Sakshatkara takes place. Where? Either now, because of Upasana in this life, or at the time of death, Maraneva, or he will go to Brahmaloka and he will get Jnana. And Brahmaloka he will go and he will spend time at the time of Pralaya along with Brahmaji. Everything is dissolved. He will attain the Supreme Brahman. He will realize that I am Brahmasmi that time. Samyak upasinasya. One who is doing properly meditation, proper upasana, regularly. He will get that liberation. That's why, great masters have insisted again and again on sadhana. Okay, but I cannot do Nirguna Brahma Upasana. Okay, Saguna Brahma Upasana. And many people say, I cannot even do Upasana, even Puja, I cannot do. Japa, my mind doesn't. There are so many people in the world, good people. But their minds they just can't attend any satsang. I know so many of them. They don't sit for any satsang. They can work. బయటికే సున్నా impossible. And they cannot. They don't like satsang. They like only puja, some kind of rituals. Jnanam they cannot. They say, no, we are far away from Jnanam. I love to do puja. I love to do japa. Some people are that. Some people say japa is not possible, puja is not possible, satsang attending is impossible. Nothing is possible for me. Mind is restless. A good person, he doesn't harm anybody. But mind is restless. So many desires, so much of vikshepa. For them, what is the method then? They are devout. Sometimes they may go to temple. Sometimes they are religious also. They may go to temple, once salute to Paramatma in the temple, the God in the temple, and come back. They feel their spirituality is done for that month or on festival days. Then what is your karma yoga for them? Okay, do your work. I want to earn a lot of money. Okay, you earn money. But little bit of spirituality, how dharma is added. How? There's some 5%, 6%, 3%, something you give charity. Something you do good work with that money. He follows law. He's ethical in business or earning money. He doesn't cheat anybody. But little bit of spirituality is added. So, in the long run of all these steps, wherever, whatever you can do it, you do it. Ultimately, we reach a state of Nirguna Brahma Upasana. After a lot of purification. So when we do Nirgunapasana, then that self-realization takes place, either in this life, before death, or at time of death, or Brahmaloka, you will get it. No, Vidyar Muni is quoting another one. What is that? Arthoyam atma gitayam api spashtam udiritaha vichara kshama atmanam upasiteti santatam. Now, there is a book called, Grantha called Atma Gita. Atma Gita. This Atma Gita is written by what? Shankarananda, Guru of Vidyaranya Muni. We invoke Shankarananda, you know, Namaste Shankarananda. He wrote Atma Gita. So Atma Gita is quoting now. His own Guru's book, Atma Gita. Shankarananda wrote many books. One of the book is Atma Purana, Atma Gita, whatever. Where Atma is teaching. Atma, your own self, is taking the position of a Guru as a Brahman. Atma is Brahman. So Brahman speaks. So Atma Purana is what? Analysis of the Upanishads only. So Artha, Ayam Arthaha Atma Gitayamapi Spashtam Udiritaha. This meaning that Upasaka ultimately will lead to Brahmaloka, and then he will get Jnanam, either in this life, at the time of death, or Brahmaloka. This meaning has been beautifully clear-cut, without any confusion, has been mentioned in Atma Gitayam. Atma Gita means Brahman speaks here. For what it says, Atma Gitayam, Spashtam Udiritaha, clearly told, what is it? Vichara Akshamaha. Very important. Vichara Akshamaha. One who is incapable of doing enquiry. The quotation is actually Vichara Akshamaha Atman Upasita. The quotation. Vichara Akshamaha Atmanam Upasita. That is the quotation there. Meaning, one who is incapable of doing enquiry, Atma Vichara, what he should do? Atmana Upasita. He should simply do Upasana of Atma. That's it. That's what it said. We should do Upasana of Atma. Why? Because all are not fit for enquiry. So you can spend some time doing enquiry of that Atma inquiry. Though we make Upasana, but I am not fully capable. Okay, if I spend 5 minutes or 10 minutes, just try to do that kind of vichar. I may not continue to pursue it. My mind may not be sharp enough, buddhi may not be sharp enough to do vichara. But I am doing little samskara of vichara samskara, I am putting it. Rest of the time, Upasana only. Upasana. If possible, Nirguna Brahma Upasana. Here, Nirguna Brahma Upasana only we are talking about. So, Vichara Akshamaha. So, therefore, what is happening now? Okay, I cannot understand Vedanta. I cannot understand Shastras. Okay, do Upasana. I don't like Upasana. I don't like doing Japa. I don't like doing Puja, Anusthana. Even Saguna Upasana, I don't like. Forget about Nirguna Upasana. Some are still worse. Okay, karma you do. No, I don't like karma also. I'm very lazy. I open my mouth 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, dinner. How is it Atma Jnanam is possible? Tell me. So when Nirguna Brahmupasana, and when somebody is reached that state and is unable to do inquiry, but is able to do Upasana at Nirguna Brahma, Atma Purana, the Brahman speaks, Atma Purana, that we'll quote now. Next 3 verses, the quotation from Atma Purana only. So Atman says, okay, if you do this, you Upasana, you do. Don't worry about anything. Upasana, you do. Spashtam udhirataha. So Paroksha Jnani, he has gained lot of knowledge. Then what is my next step? Upasana, you do. Very clearly, without any doubt, without any confusion. Upasana is given to us. So Upasana is very, very essential. So what is it now? We are reaching now. Tomorrow we'll conclude this 9th chapter of Pañcadaśi. Very beautiful chapter. So Atma Purana comes. Atma tells now what should be done. Okay. If you are not able to do inquiry, do Upasana. Nirguna Brahma Upasana. What is the Upadesha of Atma in Atma Purana? Atman speaks, as though Atma speaks to us. What is that? We will see tomorrow. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you. Hari Om.